I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Just got to the gym and I'm gonna get inside. I have exactly 1 hour to work out before I need to be headed back home. I'm done at the gym. I did about 2.5 miles on the treadmill, and then I did a like 8 minutes on the elliptical, and that was all I had time to do this morning. I just don't have the time. I am headed home now. On Mondays and Thursdays, if I get up and I do even a half a mile or a mile, I am pleased with that, because Mondays and Thursdays I'm just so busy that I feel like any progress is progress, and I'm happy. So I'm happy I got 2.5 miles in. I'm happy I got the elliptical in, and now I'm headed home. I'm gonna make my breakfast shake. Kids are having oatmeal, and then we have to get to their appointments. So that's what we're doing this morning. If I had time to stop, I would stop and get me a shake here, so I don't have to worry about trying to rush around and do it when I get home. But the guy at the shake place likes to talk and talk and talk and tell you his life story, and I don't have time for all that. But anyways, I am headed home, and I am ready to start this day. You know, it's funny because I'm so tired when I get up, and I'm like, I don't wanna, but I'm going to. Suck it up, do it. So I get ready, I come up here, I work out, and then I leave the gym, and not only am I tired from working out, but I'm also like, oh, I feel great. I'm gonna go do this, that, and the other, and we're gonna get all this stuff done today. It's like it energizes me, and it gets me going to start the day, and I just feel good all day long. So on the days that I say nope, I'm too tired, or I hurt, and I stay home and I sleep an extra hour or two, I get up and I'm just sluggish, and I have to start coffee, and then I'm like ugh, and I'm just all day long sluggish. So I have learned that when I don't want to go work out, I should do it even more so. Like, it's a bigger sign I need to go work out, because it just makes me feel so much better. Trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to tell you guys about. I got all my canning that I was wanting to get done finished over the last few days. I think it was 10 quarts and a pint of salsa. And the salsa is like a medium mild salsa, but every so often, I think a couple of the peppers I put in there were super hot, because every so often somebody gets a bite where they like can't breathe, it's so hot. But as a general, it's a pretty medium mild salsa. So I did that from a bunch of the tomatoes in the freezer, and then we did all of the sweet potatoes except for the ones that I had put in the bottom bin of the fridge for us to make baked potatoes and stuff with, or sweet potato fries, what have you. So all the sweet potatoes are done with. I canned up, James was working on mowing down what's left of my dead garden, because it just, this year was not it for the garden. And sorry guys, my eyes itch. He was mowing down around what's dead and what's alive and stuff, and making it so that we could go through and pick things. So the kids picked me a bunch of green tomatoes. I really don't need any more tomato relish. We have like 200 jars of it. So I've seen where people slice green tomatoes and they can them to make fried green tomatoes with. And I know my sister does that. So I'm really thinking about trying that, but I'm just not big on fried green tomatoes. I feel like that's a southern sin, but my kids would probably love them though. So I may do that with those, but I haven't decided. And I canned all of the green beans they brought me, but then they brought me some more after I finished canning. So now I have some more I need to can or freeze or do something with. And then, what else did I do? Oh, the other day we had a whole chicken that I cooked in the slow cooker with carrots and celery and stuff. And we had some of that left over, but not a whole lot. So I took it and I took all the meat off the bones. I divided it into 3 jars, and then I sliced up the carrots and celery that were in them, divided those among the jars, and then I took some chicken tomato bouillon and put that in some water, thickened it with some sure gel, kind of made like a thick chicken tomato broth, and I added some dried onion flakes to it, mixed it up real good, and then I poured that in the 3 jars. And I can that up because we can eat that as a chicken stew. And there's 3 jars of that for whoever wants those. CJ is my big canned soup and canned bean eater. He loves the northern bean soup I make with smoked chicken or smoked turkey. That's his favorite. But he will eat the taco soup. He'll eat anything if it's quick and easy and he can warm it up and eat it. And especially when his asthma's flared up, he just seems to like that comforting soup broth. And so there's 3 of those I'm adding to our soup collection. And then, is that it? Sweet potatoes, green beans, soup, and salsa. I think that's it. And then I've still got to do that 1 can of green beans. And I'm pretty sure that's all it'll make is a pint. And then the green tomatoes. But otherwise, I'm done. I just have to get those dealt with. But I'm done with the big boxes of tomatoes. I'm done with the big box of sweet potatoes. So all of that is taken care of. I may, at the end of October, if I have time with Halloween and Halloween things, what I may do is get some of the chicken and stuff that's older, that's in the freezer, and thaw it out and cook it and can it for some shredded chicken for soups and things. And then I also will do some probably raw packed as well, because we use that for things like chicken salad or whatever. But I like to kind of have both because of the different textures to it. I like shredded roasted chicken to throw in things like chicken and dumplings, or to use for chicken tacos because I just put a little broth in them when I can them. And so if I take that and I just pour it directly into a pan, shredded up chicken with chicken broth, I can add my taco seasoning and stuff to it, and then I don't have to add any water because it'll just kind of simmer in the chicken broth, and it just makes really good tacos and things. But right now I just don't have anything else on my plate as far as canning, unless I find some stuff in the garden that we missed. But otherwise, yesterday I went through, and this is what took up most of my day yesterday. I started pulling things off bookshelves. I went through curriculums and donated so much. I did 4 of the upright, what are they, 13 or 15 gallon laundry baskets. They might be bigger than that, I don't know. But the upright laundry baskets, the taller ones, I think about 4 of those worth of donations for books and curriculum, stuff like that. And then I threw away 3 trash bags full of random papers, markers that don't work, broken crayons, just junk that had gotten shoved on the shelves over time, and just kind of did a reset of our school area. And I'm super happy with that because it needed it. Yeah, that looks fantastic. And I wiped the shelves down, and I took Clorox wipes, and I wiped down all of the books, all of the binders, everything, because You know, kids sometimes they go in and out and they grab books off the shelf after they've been playing outside, or, you know, a sick kid might curl up on the couch and read a book. So I just wiped everything down. 6 seasons coming anyway. We don't need any extra germs. So my hands are extremely broke out right now from the wipes and the alcohol because my skin is so sensitive with my psoriasis. But it's done. I need to do the top of the shelves and the top of the freezer because that's kind of like a catch-all. It's all of our board games and card games and paints and things nobody wants Maddie to touch. I don't even know. There's so much stuff up there. But I need to go through all of that. But I don't intend on it until my hands feel better. They hurt really bad just even to bend. So once my hands heal up, that's going to be my next project, is taking all that down, wiping down the top of the bookshelves, wiping off the top of the freezer. I'm sure there's dust up there. And then going through games and getting rid of games that don't have pieces, getting rid of puzzles that don't have pieces, donating things we don't play with anymore or use anymore. If there's manipulatives that we're not using and I don't think Maddie or Bubba or whoever will use later, get rid of those, like for math and stuff. Just, we're gonna knock it out. We're gonna get some order to that because it gets out of hand quick with 5 kids and a mom constantly going through there and getting things out for school and different things. But that's my current project. I want to get that done before winter really hits. And then what else do I need to do? I need to do the laundry room again. It's already kind of cluttering back up. I decluttered so much stuff out of my laundry room because there for a while that was the catch-all location. Everything was going on the shelves of the laundry room for no reason. And so I went through all that. I don't think it's really become a clutter place now. I think it's just out of order and it just needs straightened up. I need to do that one day. I'm sorry guys, I'm on my dirt road. It gets a little bit rough. But today we're not doing any of that. No canning unless I do those green beans and tomatoes. I'm going to make my drink. We're going to go to appointments. We're going to come home. We're going to eat lunch, which will probably be leftover something. I don't know what leftovers we have in the fridge. I'll have to assess that situation and either do leftovers or air fry some tortilla pizzas because that's what the kids are hooked on right now, or French bread pizzas. Something like that. And then we're going to do our Israel study. We are going to do some Art for Kids Hub, and we're probably going to watch on Netflix the show that's about Anne Frank. I can't talk, I'm sorry. I think it's called like A Small Light or something like that. We started that about a month ago. We haven't continued it, and I think we'll probably work on watching some of that today. The kids were enjoying it while we were watching it before. And then we're also going to start a new read aloud today. So that's what we have going on, just a lot. But yeah, I'm almost home, and I'm going to get off of here and get kids rounded up. I'm going to get myself changed pretty quickly and my drink made and just get right back out the door. Kids are getting loaded up. I got my shake made and we're headed out the door for appointments. Yeah, everybody was still in bed when I got home, so it was like a rush. Eat your oatmeal fast, get dressed, let me brush your hair while you eat. Let's go. Home, and I took out 1 billion leftovers for lunch, so we have all kinds of fajita stuff, rice, beans, turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy, just all kinds of stuff. I'm having a baked sweet potato, some turkey, and broccoli, and we're going to start school.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others.
Hi. When we got home, everybody ate leftovers for lunch. I had some bacon wrapped turkey breast, and I made myself a baked potato, and I ate some broccoli with some Whataburger ranch and like 2 pieces of celery. Anyways, we watched a bunch of live news coverage of Israel, and then I also played us a bunch of different videos from YouTube of the geography there and like tourist attractions and things. And then we also on Disney Plus, on the Nat Geo thing, we went and watched a thing about the Knights Templar and how they were searching for the gold there in Israel. And so we watched that, and we did 6 pages of our fun schooling on Israel study, where they do like research and they label the maps and they learn about the food and the land and different things. And so we did 6 pages of that, and then kids colored and they watched another episode of this like treasure hunting show, but it was in Machu Picchu or something. Just they wanted to watch the next episode, so they watched that, and I fell asleep for about an hour. But I just got up, ran to get the cat litter, grabbed myself a I don't know what they call this, beef and cheddar sticks. These are like, I think 90 calories, something like that. I'm going to scan it here in a second. But I'm going to eat this, I'm going to drive home, and I'm going to get dinner going. So I just thought I'd hop on here, kind of explain what all we've done today, since I've not filmed a whole lot. I don't know what happened, but somewhere during schoolwork, it just hit me hard. I needed a nap. So I'm glad I got that in. I'm going to get home. James mentioned maybe having to leave out tonight. He's got to go to Kansas tomorrow, or he's got to be in Kansas tomorrow. So he was saying maybe he'll drive out there tonight, instead of getting up at like 1 or 2 in the morning and driving. And I'm not sure yet if that's what he decided, but I need to find out if I need to hurry up and get dinner done, or if he's going to be home for dinner. Because if he's not going to stay home tonight, then I want to go ahead and make dinner kind of early, and that way he can eat when he comes home for a little bit to grab clothes and medicine and stuff, and then he'll at least have a full dinner in him when he leaves out. So I'm going to talk to him when I get home. I'm going to get this cat litter home, and yeah, that's it, I think. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick update. We are having fried pork chops for dinner tonight, so to bread those, I did a milk and egg mixture, and then I did a flour mixture with Cajun seasoning and onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper, and dipped them into the egg and then into the flour and fried them. Now I'm working on some gravy using Better Than Bouillon. I just put the beef Better Than Bouillon in the water with some onion powder, mixed it up, and then I added a cornstarch slurry, and I'm going to bring this to a boil so it thickens. And that'll be our gravy to go with our dinner tonight.
Standing underneath the lights.
To go with our pork chops and our gravy, I also made up a big pot of mashed potatoes, which we'll probably have some leftovers of. This is the finished gravy. As you can see, it gets really silky and thick, and it gets a really good flavor using the Better Than Bouillon. And then over here, I did some ranch beans, mostly for James. Sometimes CJ and I eat them as well, but mostly just James. And then I steamed about half of a big bag of veggies. And here, of course, are the finished pork chops.
I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say.
Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment below if you want to chat. And I'll see you next time with another new video. Bye.